Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today I want to try to tackle this pattern here. This is pattern 85620 on friendshipbracelets.net. Let me just copy this little bit right here and bring it over to my template. We paste this in. Now this time I think I'm going to rotate it the other way around. People here frequently know I usually go clockwise, but this time I think we're gonna go counterclockwise. There we go. And now we need to make it a little bit bigger. That's probably good like that. Just slide it off to the side. And it's floating, so we just need to anchor the floating layer. There it goes. All right, let's pick two colors, not black and white like it shows. Let's start with a nice dark blue. Not necessarily the color I'm going to use, but we'll see. So now we have to figure out what to do for the center. I don't know about that. All right. Got my paint tool. This goes almost to the edge, but doesn't. Whoa, I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. Almost to the edge, but doesn't. Comes all the way in, and there's a spot like that. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it doesn't go quite that far at all. It's let's get rid of these. So that's this shape here. Is it? Yeah, there's an edge on this one. I am really not a fan of bracelets that do this, but fine. I liked the middle area. I hadn't realized this was a thing. All right. Okay, so this isn't... It's very repetitive. I can go ahead and add in the other side, I guess. When it comes to putting in the underlying layer, though, I think I'll stick to just doing one side and flipping it. But this way we can get a look at what we're going to deal with. I wasn't sure about the center because I'm going to flip it. So I get to try both directions at the same time. It just kind of makes it a little bit more interesting for me. And we'll see how it goes. Also, I noticed that it had a lot more of the black string than the white. And I'm kind of curious if that's necessary, because it would be nice if I just can use like 2 skeins of black and 2 skeins of white, or whatever colors I end up doing. It could be blue and red for all I know at this moment. Oh, look, it balances perfectly. That I wasn't expecting. So this is a dark, and it can go like that. And this is a dark, and it can go like this. So that kind of sorts out these two strings pretty well. And it actually has some kind of leapfrogging each other, so they can both get used fairly well. It does sort of add a lot of zigzags to do it, but I suspect there was kind of no getting around that. But yeah, when trying to decipher how a bracelet should get done, part of it is just really kind of experimenting and seeing what's necessary. Like in this case, I kind of just stumbled into it. Sometimes it takes a little bit more effort than this. But this is why I like kind of putting the pattern into my own template, is so I can have a look and see like, how does it act? What does it do? Because sometimes that even helps me with the segment knotting. This will come in. I'm gonna guess that that's gonna be a blue because it's in the center. It bounces from that. And then over here, this will just stay to the edge. Yeah, I don't see I kind of contemplated if it came in and whatever, but then you would have a light string along the edge for no real reason. So yeah, it's not necessary, but it's sort of just seems like it's working out better this way. There we go. So that's the whole side there. The whole rest of this is the other color. So look, we balanced it out. 3 strings for the dark and 3 strings for the light. I thought that could work. Let's make what color I want to put with it. Let's go with this really light blue. Okay, a little trick here. If you select by color, everything that's now left in the other color is now selected. So now I can go to the paint tool, hit the fill hole selection, and I can actually just paste that right into place. Okay, hit Control A to get back to having everything selected. And let's get rid of our example and get our select tool here. And I will get the whole top right corner, the one that we actually worked out. So copy and paste, and then use the flip tool to put it onto the other side over there. Now it's a floating layer, so we'll go ahead and anchor that. And it's above. You see how there's like 2 layers over there on the right? We can actually merge that down. So now it's all one thing. Now we can collect everything that's on the top, right? Copy and paste that again, go back to our flip tool. And this time, if we hold over the horizontal guideline that we have, it'll actually flip from there. And there we go. Back to the layers, we want to anchor the floating layer and we want to merge that down. And there's our bracelet. So, like I said, I wasn't sure what was going to happen in the middle. Well, I think I like that. I think that's going to make it a little bit more interesting. And it'll also give me the chance to do this in 2 different directions to see whether or not the arrows pointing down are easier than the ones pointing up, or vice versa. So it's something to experiment with. Plus it makes the bracelet kind of interesting. So there we go. I'll be back tomorrow with this, and we'll talk about more of it then. Before I go, let me just thank my YouTube members who make this possible. If you want to have your name on the list, that would be easy enough. It's $4 a month, or whatever your currency's equivalence is. and it goes a long way to helping the channel have lots of string to use, and keeps me motivated. Plus it gives you guys a bunch of cool insider stuff and hangouts and all the other stuff that we do. So be much appreciated, and thank you for hanging out this long. That's really appreciated. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.